Hey there, boys and girls. Today we're going to go back and look at the Maw of Malice trial again. Some people have been asking me, how do I do this trial if I don't have like hybrid units or whatnot, Aurora Fravia, Elena, etc. So I did some thinking today, and I come up with a really nice strategy. This is actually one of my favorite strategies that I've thought of. This is in the top 5 at least. We need to take a party of 5 or less, no white magic, clear without an ally being KO'd. Now, I want to take a minute to kind of explain these units a little bit more, and then we'll look at their gear. I want to talk about the substitutions and whatnot, because I feel like this team needs a little bit more in-depth explanation. Up first, we're taking Warrior Light. He's here for his general mitigation buff, and he's got Dark Resist in his kit, so I feel like he's the best unit for this. He's on Phoenix, so we can get the Fire Resist buff. You do need general mitigation, I feel like, to make this trial a lot easier. Galoof would work. And if you don't have Galoof for Warrior Light, you're going to have to use another unit as your passive provoke and do the Moogle plushie build and whatnot, make them fully evade and everything. That's fine. And when we go over the gear, you'll see how bare bones this really is. So if you have to take somebody that has, like, you know, a lesser general mitigation buff, put more gear on your guys, you'll be just fine. We're taking Rain as our magic tank. Any magic tank would work. Charlotte would be better. We're taking Rain because we used Charlotte yesterday, basically. Aiden, I feel like, lets us get away with a lot of the missing gear that we've got on this trial. Lena would obviously work in his place. We need the status immunity. We don't need the MP region like I was using with Folka, because we can use items now, so elixirs are on the table. We don't have to save them for the final boss. I'm using Machina. Now, I do feel like Machina is actually probably the most important unit for this trial, because he's going to chain with Bartz, and he's got good breaks once he's enhanced. I think they're like 75%. I put a Lion Saber on him, so he has dual elements, so the boss can't dispel himself as long as Machina is chaining, and he's going to be hitting every turn. And then Bartz is the king of self-sufficient damage. I really feel like Bartz just stomps this trial into the ground. He's really, really good. Now let's look at the gear. The only Trust Masteries I use besides the unit's Trust Masteries themselves is 2 Ring of the Luci. I think that's how you say it, for the full evade build. Other than that, you know, this is as bare bones as it gets. Rain, he's just to have a couple things on. I doubt he even needs to have those things on. Aiden's got 13,000 hit points, 1,500 spirit. I mean, look, guys, we're not hardly taking anything on our guys here. Machina, I mean, if you don't have a Lion Saber, put a Wind Weapon on and something else, you know, some other element right there, and you'll be good to go. I just kind of threw this on. I actually built this team with like fully geared, and like, you know, I was really trying hard, and I noticed with this team that they didn't take any damage, so I just started taking more and more gear off, and I kind of arrived at this point. This is Bartz, no STMRs on any of these guys either. I didn't even use Bartz's own STMR, even though I've got it, so yeah, it's a really easy build to replicate here. 2,600 attack. I mean, that's really, really low key for Bartz. Let's give it a go. Turn 1, you'll see a little bit of damage on this guy. And then the boss's turn 3 damage is probably the most threatening of all the turns in this one for this team. Warrior Light's going to use a Fire Resist buff. Rain is going to Magic Cover. Aiden's going to get us our immunities. Machina is going to come down here and pick up his attack and magic break. And we're going to start powering up Bartz. Let's hope the boss nukes me quite a bit here, because I want to take some damage. There you go. Lay into me. Come on, hit me. Yeah, you could have done better than that. Alrighty, with Warrior Light, we're going to come down here and get his Dark Resist buff. I mean, there's other elements here, but Dark Resist is what I'm after. Let's see. Rain and Machina are just going to repeat. And Aiden is going to heal us up. And I want to come down here and pick up this Spirit buff, just to help out with survivability. And we'll power up Bartz. So now we've got all of our buffs in place. You know, we're good to go on this guy. It's so good. Look at that. He ain't doing shit. Half my units aren't even geared, you big sissy. Alright, we're just going to flip back to the fire resist buff with Warrior Light. We'll repeat with Rain and Machina. We'll fire up Bartz the final time. And then Aiden. We'll do a heal. Let's jump down here and get another status immunity buff. We just want to maintain that. This turn right here is the most dangerous turn in this fight. The boss is going to either buff his attack and magic or his defense and spirit. If he buffs his attack and magic and he does a whole bunch of nukes after that, you can die. I've only had it happen to me one time, and I've cleared this at least 10 times with this team. You'll see it. He'll come in here in a minute. It's towards the end. Killing stance too. Typically all he does is just some melees. Alrighty, and since we have Rain on Odin, we're going to finger snap. And then with Bart, Sinzar gave me this tip yesterday. It's better to do Dance or Sword Dance twice than it is to use the latent if you're not going to go too far into the fight. So certainly appreciate him telling me that. We're just going to chain on him. We should push him to 80% pretty easy right here. Nice. Now, this is an important turn for Warrior Light or Galoof, whatever you're taking. Use your general mitigation. Alright, and then Aiden is going to heal us up and get that other immunity buff. Now the boss is going to buff himself. I don't give a shit what the boss does. He can buff his defense and spirit, resistances. I hope he does it all. I hope he buffs every damn thing he's got. Come on, buff. There we go. Hardened skin. There you go. Keep doing it. Let's see what we got. He's resistant to physical attacks. That's nice. I wish he would have done his defense and spirit buff too. Let's go ahead and do the other break with Machina. And then with Bartz, we're just going to jump down here and get his dual spell blade. That's going to unlock Brave Blade. That's his good damaging ability. Okay, pretty good damage. Pick up the fire resist with Warrior Light. Rain is just going to cover. Alright, Aiden is going to heal us up and give us his big stat buff. We might see some MP drains right here. Aiden can cover that as well. You can use the elixirs if you need to. We should be fine. Now, if you push like all the way down to 5% right there, so he doesn't buff anything, and you push to 5%, you know, you're going to take a lot more mana drains, but it's totally fine. As long as you lock in that general mitigation, nothing's going to happen to you. Alright, with Machina. Let's come back and get his other break. And we're going to use Brave Blade. This is Bartz's good damage ability. All too easy. Go ahead and rebuff our Dark Resist. Let's recover. We'll get Aiden. Let's do... Hell, I really don't have anything. Let's just do the heal. It really doesn't matter what else he does. So we'll take a lot of AoEs right here. He's going to do some mana drains. Remember, you can use your elixirs like I said. All you need is one more turn on this guy and he's toast. He hits for nothing. Look at that. Nothing. Boss can do nothing to me. I thought it was funny when I was testing this. Like, Bart says 53 MP. He needs 56 to do his chaining ability. We'll get Aiden to go ahead and give us a little mana. And we'll use Dancer Sword Dance. We'll defend these two. That's that. Doodles. Super, super easy. I mean, I don't know how to make it any easier than that to beat this guy. I feel like this is the harder of the two fights between him and Despair. Despair, you know, if you got any type of good chainer, I think he goes down pretty easy. This boss does do quite a bit of damage, but like I said, as long as you can, you know, if you have Machina, it's over. Or if you don't have Machina, hit me up. I'll set my Machina for you. You can just take this guy down super easy. Hope you guys liked the video. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Toodaloo.